when we have certain emotions in our body feels those emotions and it uses up certain minerals in order to deal with those emotions. And so a lot of times when we evaluate a hair test, we're able to see a pattern, and it can somewhat tell us what you've been dealing with for the past 3 months as far as like emotions are concerned. One of my most common patterns I see is a bowl pattern. So this is where calcium's high, magnesium's lower, sodium is lower than potassium is high. Magnesium and sodium are a bit low. Compared to the other two, this is a bowl pattern. When we see that, it's associated with someone being a little defensive, with somebody feeling as though they're stuck in life, as though they're beating their head against a wall, so to speak. And I find it so interesting because with every one of my clients, I tell them to take this with a grain of salt because I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a counselor, I'm just a dietitian, so they can either pay attention to the psychological and stress patterns or they don't have to. But I find that when somebody has a bowl pattern or when they have some other sort of pattern, I'm able to talk to them and really rationalize why that pattern might be happening. So, for example, sticking with the bowl pattern scenario, I've had so many clients who have been in this scenario, and I've talked to them like, okay, what do you have anything in your life that you feel really stuck in? And I've had people feeling like they're stuck in singleness, or maybe they're stuck in a relationship and they can't get out, or maybe they're stuck in a career, or maybe they're just stuck in a season of life that they don't necessarily want to be in, and they're trying to rationalize and move forward, but that's been hard. That can be associated with that mineral pattern. So these minerals really tell a lot, and they're highly tied to our food, which I'm going to talk about, but they're also highly tied to our emotions and our state of consciousness and the stress that we feel in our own bodies, because when we are stressed, our body doesn't know the difference between us being stressed about work or being stressed about family and running away from a bear. So either way, when it feels stress, it's going to prepare your body by using up certain minerals in order to deal with that stress.